welcome back to another video. So today I have a special guest. I have my friend Sabrina. I will definitely link her channel down below because after this video you're going to want to go to her channel and go watch another video that we will be doing together. But we're doing this video first. This is, if you have not seen Cut, I'll also link them down below, but they do a series called Truth or Drink, and we're gonna do some drunk or buzzed at least gingerbread house making on Sabrina's channel, so we figured we might as well go ahead and do this first. So we're gonna start at tame. I do want to give a disclaimer: if you're not of the age, please do not drink alcohol, or if you do, get your parents' consent, as well as be safe, don't drive, stay home if you're going to be having large quantities of alcohol, or make sure that you get someone to drive you home if you are out and drinking. Yes. But without further ado, so the categories we will be playing with are Extra Dirty, With a Twist, Last Call, Happy Hour, On the Rocks. Today we will not be playing with What's Up Fam. We're not going to keep it that PG. I mean, we will at the beginning when we first start drinking, but, and we will be playing with Sin. We're going to go ahead and start playing. So, do you want to take a shot first before we start, just for good measure, or do you want to wait?
The heck? Let's take one first.
Cheers.
Cheers. So, we just draw the cards and ask the question?
Yes.
Okay.
You get two to choose from. Oh, this is perfect. Okay. What was your first impression of me? Has it turned out to be the case?
Like, I guess maybe first impression was like, you know, through messaging, but then like first impression in person.
We'll do first impression in person.
Okay. So, in person, I was like really happy that that you were cute.
Okay, so I still have a boyfriend. We actually met on Bubble BFF because neither, well, I at least don't have a whole lot of friends, especially since moving here. So just an FYI before anyone starts.
Don't ship us. Okay?
Not yet, anyways.
Yeah, just like, because you know, there's like one picture, and then you came up and I was like, oh, she's so cute, like. And then we were talking and you're just like really easy to talk to, so that was good because I was super nervous. So
I was too.
I've never met, like, I mean, at that time I'd never like met anybody online,
right?
So I was like, oh, I hope this is not weird, but
yeah.
So it was really nice.
It's hard to make friends like as an adult, besides like people you work with. So
right, exactly. So
I think you were my second meetup, I think. So yeah, I was still like super new to it too.
Yeah. I've never met up with anybody else on Bumble.
Not yet?
I like met you and I was like, I have a friend now, I can delete it. If you were a Care Bear, what would be on your belly? Like, do I have to choose a Care Bear symbol? I don't know, I guess like what your symbol would be maybe? Like 5 Z's. Because I'm always tired. I literally, like, this morning, because the dogs are on such a schedule, they were up at 5 a.m. and I'm just like, can you just not right now? Like, we don't have to do this. On what topic would you be an expert TV talking head? Maybe, like, BTS. I was like, if she doesn't say that right now. I was like, maybe something else, but probably that's where I have the most knowledge. That's so funny. Even though, like, there are so many people that have so much more knowledge about them as I do, I almost like try to not know as much because it like seems creepy to know too much about them. I don't know. Like,
have
that's
you
a
met
little
them
too
in
creepy.
person?
No.
Do you think you ever will?
I hope so. Pay me 3 sincere compliments. You have cool interests like anime and metal music. I think you're cute too. And you're so easy to talk to. Like, after the first time, I'm like, okay, I want to be friends with her, but I don't want to be creepy and stalkerish. And like, let's hang out all the time now. So no, it's been like such a cool experience meeting you. Thank you. I'm flattered. Ooh, okay, this is perfect. What album have you spun the most times? Be honest. You can consult your music apps for verification. We'll do a top 3. Okay, top 3 albums. Was it this year or just like ever? Ever. Okay, ever. Probably the last BTS album. the Love Yourself era. I don't know which Dance Gavin Dance album, but like one of the newer ones. Probably the newest one, yeah.
Headhunter?
Oh, with the red cover and the bull on it. And then...
that is their newest one. That's their 2020.
Okay. Yeah, probably like that one. And then maybe Charlie Puth Voice Notes.
I did not think you'd be a pop girl at all.
Okay,
I mean, Korean pop is a whole other category.
I went to Charlie's concert like last year. What dish do you slay in the kitchen every time you make it?
None. My go-to dish to cook would be chicken with like any type of sides. I like to make homemade mac and cheese or just do steamed vegetables because it's easy. But I always get told that my chicken is too dry and I'm like, but the seasoning and crust is so good though. So normally that's my go-to dish to make, but I don't think I necessarily slay anything. Thankfully, Johnny knows how to cook. What's your ultimate Sunday look like in your ultimate Sunday? What would you want to do on a Sunday that would be perfect? But also, what's your favorite type of Sunday? Yeah. Okay.
Sunday, maybe like relaxing. Either like watching movies all day or like playing video games. Pretty much what I do most Sundays. And then like ice cream. Every time I get any kind of ice cream, I always get cake batter ice cream.
No sauces or toppings or add-ins?
I like Reese's peanut butter cups.
That'd be good. Cake
That's like all I ever get though, is just that by itself.
Cold Stone?
Yeah. Oh. Or like frozen yogurt.
Yes.
What board game are you positive you could destroy me at?
Disney Villains.
I've never played that.
It's so much fun. It's just like, you just get to be evil and just try to beat all of the heroes of all the different Disney movies.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
It's all about strategy. If dogs and their owners are supposed to have matching personalities, what type of dog should I get?
Let's see. Like, I feel like your dogs that you have are pretty like similar to you. Like,
yeah.
Like sassy, but like sweet also.
Cuddly but aggressive.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I know me and my dog are like exactly the same. Okay, I feel like these are very like I know these are like the mild questions, but they're like...
we can switch up after this one.
Like, it's like, how have I helped you the most? So like, some tear jerkers. Who would play me in the Oscar-winning film about my life?
I don't really know a bunch of actresses is the problem.
Right.
I haven't even watched movies recently. All we do is watch anime.
Okay, which anime character is like, would play me, I guess, in my anime about my life?
I don't know, because I can't think of that many blonde anime girls either. I'll say Annie from Attack on Titans just because she's tall when she's the Titan and you're tall.
Especially last night.
Yeah.
I felt like a giant.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, my ankles. Did you see my picture on my Instagram? Like,
oh, because you didn't have high enough socks on?
Yeah.
Oh, that's rough.
Looks like I've been hanging out in some shackles in somebody's basement. You're good at shuffling cards.
My grandparents used to have card nights every Friday. And so we would have to go around the table and everyone had to take a turn shuffling and dealing, so.
Cheese.
Oh my, have you ever been injured while having sex?
Yes. I'd say a number of times. My first boyfriend was a little rough.
Oh my god.
I won't get into the details, but a couple of different ways, I would say. How confident are you in your oral sex skills? How do you know?
So before Johnny, I would say very confident because I used to get the compliment of me giving porn star head, but then Johnny came in and he's like, yeah, it's okay. Neither one of these questions are that great, so if you want a drink, you might want to pour yourself a shot.
Okay.
So of the two, the one I feel more comfortable, I'm about to take a shot. Okay, so I guess I'm gonna have to go with this one. When was the last time you were tested for a sexually transmitted infection and what were the results?
Actually, I do know this. Because the last time was when I did Accutane, and of course it was negative. That was like a year ago. So describe your first time. Include every cringy detail.
It was 2 days after my 18th birthday. And it was a kid I went to homecoming with and dated for like 2 weeks. And all my friends were like, you need to lose your virginity. I'm like, I want to do this before I graduate. All right, let's do this. And he wasn't getting the picture that I was just trying to have sex, but because it was my first time, he like, I was very awkward about it, and so finally he got the hint. And he was at his mom's instead of his dad's, so he didn't even have a bed there. So it was on the floor with my shirt on and my socks on, and it hurt, and so I was screaming. Little did I know his mom was there, and she walked in and asked if we were okay. And I got dressed, bolted out, called my friend, and I'm like, I did it.
Oh my god.
But it lasted for like 3 seconds. So, what's your most complimented body part as described by your lovers?
Probably my legs and that they're long.
Do you normally date tall guys then?
No. I had one tall boyfriend and one short boyfriend.
I'm glad you like a tree girl.
I like tall guys. I feel like the first one is funnier, but it is nastier.
Just go for it.
The various sex juices. Sometimes they get on clothes. Tell us about when it happened to you.
I'll take that bottle. It was right before a meeting for work. It was even worse.
I haven't had it closed, just like hair and everything else.
Describe the perfect foreplay. What activities and for how long?
Definitely some kissing, preferably with somebody who's good at kissing. Let's see. I mean, I guess I just long for kissing because it's been so long. But you know, like some good touching. Don't have to necessarily like get into any of the other stuff. Just like, you know, proper kissing and like touching is like good enough for me. You know, maybe some sexy undressing.
Have you ever had a threesome, or would you?
I have never, and probably not. I'm a jealous person. I don't think I could. Describe your sex life with a song title.
Mr. Lonely. Boys and girls, being in a relationship doesn't mean that there's always stuff that goes on. It's lonely as well. I guess I'm right there with you. I long for even just kissing at this point.
I say we have a drink for that one.
That is very true. This one might get you.
Okay, I've already poured it.
Well, let me ask you first, and then if you don't take a shot, we'll take one together.
Okay.
When was the last time you masturbated?
Let's pour those shots.
Oh!
Sorry, I got flustered.
Got a little flustered there. I'm not gonna be able to tap this one on the floor or on the table.
Assuming we're both single, would you date me?
Probably not. I like boys way too much. Name your favorite porn star and tell us all the wonderful qualities that make them special.
I don't think I know any porn stars. I mean, I know one personally. So maybe I'll say her.
Who?
She's like a family friend. I've known her for like my whole life. What's the sex skill you're most proud of?
I don't really have one. Not that I can think of anyways. You wanna do one with me?
Sure. This Malibu is like, I don't know.
It's gonna creep up on us. I have a feeling. Alright, I'll let you do one and then we'll switch categories again.
Okay. What's something you wish your ex would have done sexually but didn't?
Get the my house. Keep his clothes on and walk his ass out. Goodbye.
It's really hot.
Oh.
We're too good at being like pretty honest.
On Cut, they do ones with like their exes, they do ones with their family members, their siblings. So like it gets interesting and they always have like different sets of questions with each like scenario. And some of them are hilarious.
It's gonna definitely depend on like the person. It's like theoretically like anybody could watch this video, but like if you're sitting face to face with like your mom or something, you might be a little less inclined to answer some of the questions. So these are gonna be fun, I know it.
This one should have been fine. What can you not stop buying even though you know you shouldn't?
I've been on a buying spree as well lately. It feels like everything, honestly. Like electronics. Like we were having that conversation about the cameras.
Yep.
And I was just like, oh, I want to buy it so bad, but I don't need it. Also clothes though, so.
Everything is still listed on my Poshmark and Mercari, which by the way, my Poshmark and Mercari is listed down below.
Wow. These are both pretty. It's a lust card. They're both pretty bad. Yeah, have you ever masturbated with something that wasn't designed to be a sex toy? They're both pretty bad. The other question is, have you ever had a crush on another person's partner? Did you ever betray your feelings? Like, those are both hard questions.
Tell us a time when you exaggerated your skills, talents, or experience to try and get something.
I don't know.
You rely on a resume?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, like, maybe a job.
That was the first thing that came to my head.
I'm like kind of bad at lying. Like, if I'm confronted with a question, like, I can't even lie. I will just answer automatically. So, like, I guess I have, like, pushed myself up a little bit, but I've never, like, lied about a skill, I guess.
Well, not necessarily a lie, just exaggerated.
Yeah, I guess so. You know, like, oh, I'm super self-motivated and, like, you know, all that crap.
I would love to work for your company. I plan on being here long term.
I just love working here. What's something you regularly throw away but you shouldn't? You know you shouldn't.
Food. Yeah. We will go to Harmon's and spend like $200 and forget about meat in the back of the fridge. Mm-hmm. It's like, there goes 50 bucks. I guess we have to throw it away since we didn't touch it in a week.
Yeah.
That's the worst one to throw away, is food.
Yeah, I agree.
Tell us about a time when you hurt someone emotionally, and did you apologize? Did you break a Bumble girl's heart because you didn't want to hang out with her?
It's like one of the meanest things I've ever done, probably. Like, this girl was obsessed with my boyfriend. She didn't know we were dating because it was a secret at the time, but she would talk about my boyfriend all the time in front of me.
Was it your last boyfriend?
Uh-huh. And so I, like, kind of asked my friend to, like, slip a photo of me and him in front of her, like, by accident, to be like, oh, like, you know, quit talking about him like this because he has a girlfriend or something like that.
That's hilarious.
And I'm pretty sure she, like, cried after, but I don't feel bad because she...
So you didn't apologize?
Oh, no. No, because even after it was public that we were dating, she still tried to talk to him and, like, yeah. So, no, I don't feel bad about it. Have you ever quietly taken revenge? Did the target ever find out you were the source of their trouble?
There's this boy I really, really liked, and we dated for a while, and all his friends, for some reason, convinced him to break up with me, and he started dating this girl with this high-pitched, squeaky voice. And I was already annoyed by her voice, but then I was even more annoyed with her, which I'm not going to name any names. But I was like, you know what? I used to work at Dairy Queen, and our Dairy Queen didn't serve fast food. It was ice cream only. Mm-hmm. She showed up, and I told all my little girlfriends who I was working with, I said, I hate this girl. I hate this girl. And one of my coworkers was like, you should spit in her ice cream. She got a blizzard. So our cheesecake was stored in the back, so it was stored frozen instead of up front to be thawed out. So I went in the back to get frozen cheesecake. She didn't get a cheesecake blizzard. I went and spit in that, made it for her, and gave it to her.
Damn. But
didn't feel bad.
She never found out you were the source of the trouble.
Not to my knowledge. I mean, she may have found out eventually, because my hometown, everyone likes to run their mouth. But as far as I know, no.
Damn.
Which, she's a chill girl now. Like, I'm not like friends with her, but like, I don't hate her by any means. But sorry about it. I thought the first one was good. The second one's better. Have you ever smashed another person's belonging in anger, and did it make you feel better or worse?
I have not, actually. I'm a very, like, non-violent person. This is interesting. What parts of my body do you envy? If we could trade those body parts, would you do it?
I would like to have longer legs, especially back in the day with dance. That would have been way nicer, because my stubby legs trying to get around the dance floor was always a struggle. So
yeah,
but I do like being short. I can't get up because my cat or dog's on my lap. Have you ever used this excuse?
Oh yeah, like every day.
Really?
Yeah, totally.
That's funny.
I mean, it's like a little harder now, but like especially when I'm at like my mom's house, I'm like, oh, like my baby's sleeping. Can you get me some water?
That's funny.
I'm not afraid. What have you gone to great lengths to prevent someone from achieving or acquiring for themselves? Have we pulled all of the 7 categories?
We need yellow still.
And do we do purple?
Yeah, I think that one, the fuchsia
okay.
counts. I think more than anything back in the day when I used to work like cell phone sales, just stealing customers from them. It was such a cutthroat industry that like even your like loyal customers who would request you, you'd be like, I had a situation where someone's like, oh yeah, she's not working today. And I literally was in 5 minutes later as said person was then closing the sale. And I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty sure I stole sales away from people and had disputes with coworkers, but at the end of the day, you gotta get that cash.
Yeah.
I can't resist because this one's too funny. If you could steal anything from me besides my beauty and intellect, what would you take?
Maybe your camera? I don't like this question. It's about killing animals.
Oh yeah, no thank you.
Yeah.
Both of them?
I mean, that one's not as bad, but like it's kind of like, I just don't want to answer that. I'd rather talk about masturbation. What's the worst name you've ever called someone you love? Did you apologize? I'm sure we've all said something terrible to somebody we love in like a heated anger or a fight or something.
Oh, absolutely. When we first started dating, like I would be like, I think it was a defense mechanism from my psycho ex, but I did call him like every name under the sun and, you know, any insult I could ever get in.
Yeah.
And so I've been more conscious of it. So I'm like, I would hate for that to be done to me. So I've definitely like restrained.
I've never called any of my boyfriends like that bad of names. I'm always really nice to my boyfriends. Honestly, like I'm a little too nice, if you will. What's your go-to lazy meal and what's your go-to don't give a shit outfit? So go-to lazy meal,
McDonald's.
I don't like eating out.
Really? Oh, the greasier the better.
And cheap, so I never buy food. So my go-to lazy meal is making ramen.
Ooh.
But my version of ramen is more work than the average.
Dude, you and Johnny would be best friends. He'll take our like generic ramen packs and put it with like actual broth. He'll put egg into his, but I'll have him put like chicken and chili sauce in mine.
Okay, I'm gonna say 2 things. I've switched it recently, but it's the same idea. I buy like pork chops, like thinly sliced, boneless. Yeah. So I like fry that up in a pan. Ooh. And so it's kind of more like the ramen you get at a shop, and then I soft boil an egg. So I put that with my ramen. But I've recently switched from the actual ramen to these things called tteokbokkis. It's a Korean food. They're rice cakes.
Oh, okay.
And they're like shaped like a noodle. They're like long and shaped like this. And because the ramen I eat is also Korean, so it's like a little spicy. But these are like, you put the spicy red pepper paste in with them. They're so good.
Is that not the best paste ever?
Yes.
It's gotta be
I put so much into. That's like my lazy meal because I like to cook.
Okay, what's your lazy outfit?
Lazy outfit. I mean, I pretty much wear lazy outfits every day because
work from home.
Yeah, but like sweatpants, and like sometimes I like to wear a big t-shirt with like no bra. Sometimes I'm like kind of weird. I hate the feeling of like not wearing a bra. I know, I'm kind of weird. So like I have a lot of like lounge tops like this where it's like comfy, but it's not like an actual shirt. So I'll wear a lot of shit like this, or I'll wear like a hoodie with no shirt under it, or just like I have a couple of like massive like extra large men's long sleeve t-shirts that I wear, and like leggings, I guess. What's the least offense that you would make you consider physically hurting the offender? Okay, does that make sense? Like what's the like lowest thing that you would consider hurting somebody physically over? Like what's your lowest, not like shittiest point, but like what's like the smallest thing that you would consider hurting somebody over?
Working in customer service. has a number on me. And working in customer service in person is already stressful enough. Over the phone is worse.
It really is, because people are so much meaner because they can hide behind the phone.
Oh no, I'm going on the polar opposite. That I will shake in frustration, and I know damn well you can hear it in my voice, but I still get great surveys. That's where those promotions come in. But I bought this really nice, comfy desk chair, which is supposedly like a hybrid between a gamer chair and a desk chair.
Ooh,
and it's rolly.
My chair at my desk.
And it's a rolly and stuff. And it has really nice leather arms. And it's so comfy and it fits perfect in my mini desk slot and my body, and I can cross my legs. I have destroyed this chair to the point that I will take my hands and rip up the leather off of the bolts. And even if you super glued it, you know that would never be fixed. So what would be the least I do? When grandma calls in and says, I can't turn on my computer when she doesn't know where the power button is, or that it's not plugged into a power cord.
I used to work customer service place I work, which is like, we don't do like, we just sell products.
Yeah.
But like, I was on the Canadian phone team, and like all of our members were old ladies. So like I have not only heard other people on my team, but like I had to straight teach people how to like use the internet. Like this one girl, I overheard her talking on the phone, and she's like trying to teach this lady how to use caps lock. She's like, oh yeah, you can type in capitals if you either click the caps lock button or if you hold down the shift. I was like, how do you not know how to capitalize a letter? This old lady, she's probably 80, she's been typing in all lowercase everything she does.
Ew! Have you ever eaten leftover food from an unbussed table at a restaurant, or have you ever eaten from a hotel service tray in the hallway?
Definitely not. Definitely not. No way.
Oh my god.
I'd say like the grossest thing I do as far as food is like sometimes I eat food that like is past the expiration date.
Or fell on the floor for like longer than 5 seconds.
Like I think I'm pretty cautious. You know, it's like milk. It's like I'll smell it. And the thing about milk is that like the dairy companies, they're like legally required to put a certain expiration date on just so they're not held liable, but like a lot of food is good past its expiration date.
Unless it starts smelling
so
funky.
like especially milk. Milk is like something that sometimes you'll get milk that is within its time frame and it still smells gross. So I feel like you should go by like your nose when it comes to shit like that. So like I always smell my milk no matter what. If
I ate off of like my significant other or family member who I know is like sanitary, that'd be one thing.
Right.
But, like, stranger,
right? Like you're at a restaurant, your friend finished their food and you're like, can I have the rest? That's one thing, but
I'm not gonna eat the table that's 3 tables down.
No,
you smell like BO.
Way. Yeah, no way. What possession do you refuse to get rid of even though it absolutely does not spark joy?
That's actually, I don't,
something you just can't get rid of.
In all honesty, so I've binged, like if you watch any of my past videos, I've gone through all my makeup and clothes, but there's a ring my mom had given me that she got when she was pregnant with me from my dad, which they weren't married at the time, they'd barely been dating. Like it was just an accident. I don't wear gold jewelry. I don't look good in gold jewelry, but she gave me this ring and I could never get rid of that because it's technically from my mom.
Yeah. But
it just sits and collects dust on my ring table.
Yeah.
Okay, so the first one is funny, but the second one makes me curious. Is there something that I do? So, okay, I'm gonna ask a question, I'm gonna let you answer, and I'm gonna rebuttal. Is there something I do that annoys the hell out of you? Do you think I'll stop doing it now that I know?
I wouldn't say like I can think of anything. I usually don't like, it takes a lot for me to like get annoyed by something, in all honesty. So like, I can be friends with somebody for like years without ever thinking that they're annoying, if that makes sense. Like I'm very good at like ignoring things that bother me because I tend to get bothered by a lot of things. So like I can't think of anything that bothers me, but maybe that's just because like I haven't known you for very long, or like haven't spent enough time around you to like be annoyed by anything. I don't even like feel drunk. Like I'm like buzzed.
I'm debating. I'm like, am I buzzed? Am I not buzzed?
Maybe we should like
let's take
get up and walk
now.
Around after we do your video or something.
Well, what's crazy is I'm like, okay, we've had a decent amount of shots total, but I need to break the...
Like, this was a brand new bottle and it's almost gone.
And I'm like, okay. You guys already know. I took a shot. It's your turn to take a shot.
Oh, okay. Just putting on some lotion. If you'd like to have some, this is my favorite scent.
Oh, the champagne toast is good. I have that as an air freshener.
Yeah,
and I'm feeling competitive.
Okay.
So I'm ready to try to decorate against you.
Let's do
so this will be great. Okay. Name a time you wish we weren't friends. And if you don't have one, you have to drink.
Okay, here's like kind of one, I guess.
Okay.
It's like, which I appreciate. Like, but you'll message me like, oh, like let's go to yoga, and I'm like, damn, I wish I could, but I'm so broke that I can't. My balance, like every time I do yoga, I'm like, oh right. Do you think I'll ever do anything worth being remembered by society?
No, we're too basic. I mean, in all honesty, like, if you were more into like political shit or science shit or something like that, maybe. But we're too average. I say we.
I say, I'll tell you this, because you don't know this about me, but I do really like science. I don't like actually know anything. Like, honestly, till probably about like 2 years ago, I wanted to be a doctor. And like, when I went to the U initially with like the intentions, like I went to the U because they have a medical school. I was going to become either a doctor, like I wanted to be I can't remember the word right now because I've been drinking. A coroner. Okay. Like I wanted to perform autopsies.
Oh no.
Or I wanted to become like a chemist, like a actually not a chemist, a geneticist. Oh, I wanted to research genetics because I really like that shit. It wasn't until I was like 22 that I was like, I'm actually kind of artistic and I think that's more my strengths.
Have you ever dishonored your parents?
Oh, so many times. There's things I can't legally talk about. But I have, for sure.
That's hilarious.
Is there an expiration date on a relationship?
I say no. I think it varies on relationship. Sometimes you can tell it's just over or when it will be over.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's like, okay, well, will this last? How long is it gonna last?
Yeah.
So I think it's 50-50.
Yeah.
How have I changed for the worse since we first met?
I mean, obviously I didn't know you very well when we met, so maybe, I don't know if you shopped as much as you did back then, but maybe you shop more, which is technically a negative, but I also do, so like I connect with you on that.
I'm gonna say I probably did back then too.
Okay, I just didn't know back then because obviously we didn't know each other that well, but what advice do I need but don't want to hear?
Don't be picky somebody just get your satisfaction out. I mean, even though it's not 10 out of 10, something to just remotely feel better, because trust me, the buildup is real.
I'm like the opposite.
Which, you taking a drink earlier when you said when was the last time you masturbated, I guarantee it was right before I came over.
Not that early, but...
I get it. The struggle is real. That's it for today's video. Sabrina will be linked down below. What is your actual YouTube name?
I am Suki LaMay.
And your and your Instagram.
Everything is Suki LaMay. So yes.
And we'll have that on the screen here as well as linked down below. Please check her out because we have part 1 here where we get buzzed/drunk. But we're gonna go make gingerbread houses on her channel where we're going to go ahead, and I'm feeling really competitive. Let's go. I want to be the best. But until next time, all my socials are linked down below. Subscribe if you have not. Turn on that bell for notifications because I promise, even though I am absolutely awful at uploading and being consistent, I have really been filming a lot. I'm just not uploading a lot, as well as I was working anywhere between 55 to 60 hours a week. So things have been absolutely stupid and hectic, as well as cleaning and cleansing that beauty/closet. And everything is linked down below my Poshmark Macari. Like, I really am trying, I promise, guys. Thank you for your love and support. Thank you for your growth. 224 as of today. Thank you. Like, I know that that's not monetized by any point, but like that support is tremendous. And let's bring it into 2021. And let's also bring it over to Sabrina because Sabrina is really trying. Sabrina's editing is probably better than mine. And Sabrina really would love all the love and support as well. And and she has an adorable, if you didn't see it at the beginning, long-haired Dachshund, meaning wiener dog. For those of you who don't know, he is adorable and he's lovable. She will be uploading many videos, so subscribe and turn on your bells and subscribe to her. She will have so much content coming out, so stay tuned. I promise I'm not going anywhere. She's not going anywhere. Till next time, guys.